Okay, so it's aiming towards where I want it to be. Okay, I'm here. I had to turn off that noise, which was my birds chirping. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, it's me. But anyhow, um, is it dark? Let me see something. That is a good setup. I also have this light, but right now I think that's good. Okay, what you see here is my juicer, cutting board, and the container that I'm gonna put it in. And these are 3 cups, which is 24 ounces, 710 milliliters. It also comes with the lid. Right there, bottom. Purchased these at the $1.25 tree, and I have a total of 4 of them. The other ones are over here. Okay. Now, what I have in my bowl is some vinegar and cold water. Now, I will be pouring it out because it has been soaking for quite a while. And I have some mandarin. Let me cut it down first. Okay, I have a whole bell pepper. That's for something later. But also, again, I'm rinsing it off. I will be peeling these mandarin oranges and I will be juicing them. Okay. Also, let me see here. I have these right here also. I put in my strainer, so like if you cutting vegetables or anything and you want to just toss it in your sink and it won't go down and clog anything up, there you go. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mandarin oranges. There's one. I'm peeling them. And this time I think I'm going to just make orange juice with them. Unless I decide to make something else with it. But for right now, that's all I'll have the intentions on doing. Let's see if you can turn around a little bit. Okay. So you can see everything that I am doing. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. And yes, I am still on that 30-day fruit and vegetable diet. I don't want to call it fast. Some would call it fast, but whatever floats people's boat, I'm calling it vegetable and fruits because I got on the Minister of Wellness this morning. He's on YouTube and Facebook, of course, and all the other platforms. And I like to get on Mondays and Wednesdays because I had shared with them I'm supposed to be doing an all fruit, red fruit, that is, but I'm not able to do that. But it doesn't matter because I'm doing the fruit and vegetable. He was okay with that. Mm-hmm. And he said cravings. I don't have cravings. I really don't because I've been on this journey far as eating healthier. I don't like calling it a diet. I don't. So I've been on this journey for quite some time, and I constantly call it journey because it is. It's a struggle, a weight loss journey, self love, self care, and everything else that's comes in there. Because oftentimes we think that it's just that we need to lose weight or whatever, and it might be other issues that causes us to just stay stagnant, like still. And like with me, I'm just gonna be honest, I should be a little bit further than where I am. I'm not beat myself up. I'm not trying to do it fast or anything. I'm just doing it for me first and foremost, and then um, I could take it from there. So it's a journey. This is this page. And also anything else that comes in between journeys, shopping vlogs and stuff like that. Healthy shopping vlogs. I was telling my daughter this morning, I typically shop online with Instacart because I don't have a vehicle. Hit the, I'm telling you, hit the like, subscribe, share, and turn on all notifications, honey, because you'll see me on here doing typically on this page, juicing. I will show some like meals or things that I eat, or if it's a different recipe, I don't have no problem with trying it if it's healthy. I'm wanting to learn how to, which probably won't be no big deal because I'm gonna tell you, I had cooked for the first time some portobello mushrooms. And when I tell you, people stop sleeping on mushrooms. That's my opinion. They, I mean, I fried them, and I did a video. I was gonna do a live, but so much has been going on. But anyhow, or did I? I know I got a video on here, but so much has been going on, and so, um, honey, let me tell you, they taste amazing. I cut them like French fries in a sense. And if I didn't tell nobody, they had the most amazing taste. It didn't taste slimy or gooey or soft or nothing. They taste amazing. And when I tell you, I'm going to buy some more, believe me, I am. Believe me, I am. Okay, I said that right. I was believe me, I am, or believe me, I am, or believe I am. However it goes. Okay? So that's what I'm doing on this Monday. I went for a walk this morning. And one of the reasons why I did go on a walk is the weather was beautiful. Okay? I don't know what it is now, but that's okay. It was beautiful this morning. And that's what I want to do is get back out there and do my walking and start back. Y'all, I'm forever washing my hands. I don't care. I just peel oranges and I'm washing my hands. Why am I washing my hands? Because it's a habit. It's a habit. It's a habit. Okay? So, juicer. Now, this juicer right here, I'm just going to be honest with you. But I'm not complaining. I need to get another one. I don't like the way it juice, but I have one, okay? It's better than nothing. Oh, goodness, why do I say that? I don't know if any of this was chopped up, but I was talking about the juicer because it said tap to retrieve. I don't know why I keep doing that, but anywho. So, let me sort this out. So, okay, this is the smasher, I guess you can call that. This is the catcher. And it has a 1, 0, and 2. The 1 is for soft, 0 is off, and 2 is for like harder items. So what I will be doing, I'm trying to debate if I'm gonna put some. I think I am. I'm gonna put a tad bit of ginger. Doesn't hurt to. I don't have to, but it doesn't hurt to. Okay, so I'm gonna get a piece of ginger. And when I say a piece goes a long ways, y'all. Okay? So I'm just cutting the ends. Some people cut the skin, not me. So that's their business. But I don't. I'm gonna just rinse it off a tad bit. I'm forever rinsing stuff off. I'm about to break my drawer in the refrigerator. So I rinsed it off a tad bit. And this is the ginger. And let me tell you, a little bit goes a mile long. Okay? So I'm gonna put some of the rest of it in the Ziploc sandwich bag. Okay? And I will be using it again this week. So typically, this is what I'm using, a piece this size. Ginger, fresh raw ginger. I typically put it in first, and then I have some turmeric. Okay, and so I typically use I have some measuring spoon, but I'm just using this. Whatever I feel, but I don't use much, so it's gonna be probably like half a teaspoon of the turmeric. And one thing about turmeric, you gotta rinse it out the bowls, containers, or whatever you're using real quick because it will stain. Yes, it will. So here's the turmeric. I already put the ginger in there, so I'm gonna put probably, let me see how many, let me get in there at once. So I'm gonna put about 4 of the oranges, and I'm gonna put the lid on. It ain't gonna splur out. I don't know why. Okay, here we go. It's gonna be on speed 1. And it smells amazing with the ginger O to the MG. Good smell. Here we go. Especially for the holidays. So I'm gonna put about 4 at a time. And here's the second round on 1. I'm gonna see what else I can put in here. I might put something else inside. I already have ginger, turmeric, mandarin oranges, so it's gonna be like, this one's gonna be 5 because it's the last of it, but I'm gonna put some a tad bit. Okay, here we go. Speed 1. I'm pleased with it because it's almost full. I wish I had, let me see if I have any more oranges in my refrigerator. I doubt it because, honey, let me tell you, I'm not trying to let anything repeat, go to waste, and I truly mean that. And you know what? God is good, and good is God. So I'm gonna just take and peel these 2 oranges I had. See, and I didn't even know I had them for real, for real. Okay, typically I would wash them, but I'm taking the skin off. Now, if I was going to keep the skin on, I would have cleaned it in some vinegar and cold water. Okay, this is a orange. The other one is a mandarin orange, so still orange family, right? So these are 2 of the regular oranges. I don't have to slice them because it ain't that big, but I just do that to make it go down easy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And this is the last of the regular orange. Like I said, I didn't know it was in there, but for whatever reason, if I have to either start canning and um, I'm gonna look up to uh, can my own fruits and stuff like that, jar them, can them, or whatever, preserve them. That's basically what I want to say, y'all. So, some people use the pills, and I could have, but I didn't this time. Because really, actually, if you know it, all the goodness is in the see, I have this. All the goodness. See, I go again, rinse my hands. And trust me, my sink is clean because I clean it every night with a cleaning solution, bleach, or something that's disinfected. But typically, I like bleach. Okay, so okay, this will conclude the live. I'm not gonna be on here too long. I just wanted to come on here and show everybody that hey, this girl is on this mission, and it's called weight loss journey and plant-based. Okay, eating healthier. That's the way I want to say it. Okay, so this is gonna go on speed one because it's just soft fruits. Honey, when I tell you it's full up to the brim, there's all the good stuff right here, and it's about to go in this waste basket. And then, just because I want to, and I just thought about it, because I wasn't going to, no, I'm going to just go on and finish cutting up my watermelon. And I might add a tad bit of it. I already done cleaned my watermelon now, y'all. I done cleaned my watermelon because at first, again, I put a tad bit of watermelon in there. I'm just adding some flavor. And I noticed too that like when people are doing the vegan recipes and things, I noticed that they load it down with flavors. So what I'm doing is putting a little bit because the rest of it I'm gonna eat. And let me tell you, when I say watermelon is good, sweet and juicy. I mean that. I made a boo-boo, y'all. But that's okay. I made a boo-boo. Let me put this. That's that. I'm gonna put this in there, and then I will be done. Just because. I want that. Actually, I want that container to be pulled up. So just because I want to, I'm gonna add. Got my washcloth, got everything. I ain't worried about the mess, for real, because my sink is just right here. And I'm gonna clean it. I truly am. Now watch what I do. I'm wiping this counter off, right? I'm juicing. Okay? But I ain't finished. Y'all gonna see what I'm gonna do. I'm not no nasty person in the kitchen. Okay? I'm not. So, okay, I got that. I like to clean my counters. I'm rinsing. No, rinsing my y'all, because I made it a little messy, but that's okay. Like I said, the sink is right here, so that's why I don't trip. I don't get all like, oh my God, type of thing. No. See, this is what I'm telling you. Now, I just got finished using that washcloth, right? I'm washing my hands. Do you want to eat in my kitchen? You sure can. I said it. You sure can. Okay? See? And I tell my grandkids this all the time. It's a struggle with kids. I think I'm gonna add some more watermelon in there, and yeah, I'm gonna add some more watermelon. So what I'm gonna do is rinse this off in this sink over here. Put the watermelon thing there. The knife is in the bowl. I did not take it out of no dirty sink. Well, actually, dishes is not dirty. It's just because I just use these and stuff. So, anywho, I'm putting the rest of the watermelon in there because I want to have a full container, and then I will be done. Girl, you about to mess up. That's why I want to get another juicer. I'm gonna keep this now. Don't get me wrong, unless I give it to my daughter or something. But I want to get another juicer because I don't understand what's the point. Thank you to it. That's why I had got the mess. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you what I'm about to do though. Here we go. After I wipe this off again, which is not a mess, but it's okay. It's okay. You gotta be clean up in this piece. So I'm gonna put that there. That's going there. I'm gonna rinse this top out because I'm gonna put all this stuff that I'm using in the dishwasher. But I still wash. I like to rinse or wrench. One will probably say ranch, but that's okay. I'm just trying to be comical. And then also, where's my knife? Okay, I have my knife and the cutting board. So being that I use this side for the fruit, I'm turning this over and I'm gonna use it for the veggies. The countertop is clean. Okay, clean. And I'm just rinsing it off because it has two sides. So what I'm about to do is, I'm about to show y'all something. I already cleaned this. You see this watermelon juice? I'm about to drink it. Okay? Fire. Okay? I'm cleaning this. I mean, not cleaning this bell pepper. And I like eating them raw and fried. And, hey, I put it in my salad. Did I say that? I sure did. I put it in my salad. So, romaine lettuce with some balsamic vinegar. Okay? So that's what I use. Not all the time, but sometimes. So I'm slicing these bell peppers. And I had cleaned, or soaked, I should say, soaked my bell peppers into some vinegar and cold water. I had let it soak, y'all. When I say soak, and you'd be surprised all that stuff that comes off of it, but that's okay. That's the whole point of soaking it, right? Then I rinse it, or rinse it. I'm just trying to be a little comical. But yeah, so I'm trying to be a little bit strict because last week, just keeping it real, things didn't work out for us as me able to get more items. But you know what? It's okay because God will make a way. He will provide for me. Okay, so this is clean. I had took the bell pepper out of that. So I'm about to put this in there. There we go. So I'm going to get me a bowl. And what I'm having for lunch or brunch or whatever you want to call it is the rest of this watermelon. I'm not going to cut it up. I'm going to eat it the way it is. And I could have drunk that too. And I'm about to rinse these items. Not items, I'm just saying, y'all. Dishes that I use hot water, vinegar. I mean, vinegar. I was to say bleach. Girl, you ain't got no sense. Bleach, okay? Here's some bleach. Bleach. I'm putting it in my water. And anything that you use that's raw, especially like vegetables, meat, if you eat it. I don't eat meat. And that is so true. Ain't nobody gonna catch me slipping and say I do. I don't eat meat. Sure don't. And that's why I say I'm trying to stay firm to what I'm doing because I do not want to get off that bandwagon. I want to stay on that wagon. And if I have to, I get some new horses. Y'all, get it? Wagon, horses. Just trying to be funny. But yeah. Okay, so I even put some bleach down in the sink. So these things I love. Catches everything. I have 2 of them. Sometimes I put it on the side with the dish strainer and everything. So I'm just washing these few dishes by hand, by choice. And then sometimes I just wash them by hand. And then sometimes if I do wash them by hand, I also like to put them in the dishwasher too. Okay? And honey, boom, let me tell you, this got some or has some bleach in it. But when I say it's so potent, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I used to work at a restaurant and we made pizza. And you know, the red pizza sauce or marinara sauce or whatever you want to call it, it was stained the countertop. So, why I'm saying that? Because this was stained. And I put bleach in it. Honey, bleach is everybody's friend. It's supposed to be anyways. So, here's my juice. Only thing I have in there is an orange, some mandarin oranges, watermelon, and some, turmeric. Turmeric and ginger. And that helps with inflammation. If you didn't know, now you do. It helps with inflammation. And I put some pepper in it because the pepper helps activates the ginger and the turmeric. Okay? So, I did these dishes. I'm putting this bleach up. You know what? I like to clean as I go. At first, I wasn't going to. But I did though. Okay. You see my bell peppers? I'm gonna do something with them. Sometimes I eat them raw, sometimes I saute them. But honey, boom. Ain't no lie up in here. Ain't no lie up in here. I got on live this morning and I said this, and this is the truth. I get on the live because it motivates me. I love getting on the lives. Ooh, Lord. You just don't know. It's like food to my soul. Okay? And, excuse me. I feel amazing when I do that because, as everyone knows, or if you don't, it's not good to suffer in silence. And I have multiple times. Put this in the fridge, y'all. And so whatever I'm going to do with that, the bell peppers, and no, it ain't to cook no meal. Here's my juice. I'm going to let it kind of set and put it in the fridge because I want to. And I have everything prepped for right now that I'm going to have for today. And I'm about to head my butt in my room because once I get finished, I'm going to watch me some TV. I already done. See, this is the thing. I work from home, okay? And right now, you're going to see this headboard until I come back in here because I got to get some more things. I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Well, I said 2 minutes. I guess it was sooner than 2 minutes. Okay, I have my little workstation here as well. I have a table in here that I bring periodically when I don't feel like doing anything for real. Having this table in here motivates me to do things. So I'm not lazy. I get easily discouraged, okay? Easily. But for the right reasons, I think. Not just because I feel like being discouraged. And that was one of the reasons why I said what I said about getting on the video. I already done showed some glasses, shades, or whatever you want to call it. I already done showed that. And let me adjust this. I'm still getting used to this tripod thing. Okay. And I still don't like the way it is, but it's going to work today, right? So as I was saying, I'm on a weight loss journey. And what I just did, I went in the kitchen to prep some juice, okay? Now, it doesn't matter how you make your juice, okay? I make mine with or without, okay? Today what I did something a little different, but I put some mandarin oranges and I had 2 whole oranges. I didn't know I had that, but it's okay. And y'all, let me say this. If anyone ever say you can't get fruit full off of fruits, they're lying, okay? But anywho, orange, watermelon, turmeric, and ginger, okay? I don't mean to smack, but this right here, which is the rest of the watermelon, I ain't lying to y'all. I get so full eating watermelon. I want everybody to subscribe to my channel, hit the notifications. And what I'm going to be doing, I told my daughter, I said, I want to start doing different things. And what I mean by that is, you know what different things mean, of course, but this is me. I have to say something and explain it too. So, you see the food, you see the juicing. And also I tell everybody, or the ones that's my subscriber, which is family. Well, I call you Jules. I want to start going to the store, and when I shop, okay, I want to show all the fruits, vegetables, healthy food. Not just that, but I'm saying for me, because this is my way of, I test myself all the time, okay? And I would say maybe this week was a big test. It was. It was. Because I was feeling some kind of way. But I overcame it. This is my thing. You got to make do with what you got until you can get what you need, right? Not all the time. This time, I felt good. I felt proud of myself because the way I was feeling, I could have easily, and this is not a craving. I don't crave nothing. Well, I do crave. I crave knowledge, wisdom, grace, and mercy. I crave eating healthier. I crave. I don't crave for anything. I'm so serious. I don't. Last year, matter of fact, around this time last year, I had a thing for ice cream. Okay. Yeah. Mm-mm. And even though I was on my journey eating healthy, that wasn't healthy. I know that. But it was almost like I felt like I was going backwards in a sense, like because I was sad and lonely. And I'm just being honest. And that's why I said transparency is key. I'm not going to sit up here and lie. I'm an honest person. But think about it. And I'm on this mission to say this. We have to be mindful because that's a temporary thing, okay, for a permanent solution. And I'm saying this, I might be saying it wrong, but no, I'm saying it the way I want to. Because if I keep eating that way, it can cause it to be a permanent thing because it's mental. And I have to work on my mental to be focused, grounded, serious. I don't want to keep being fat. I said me. I'm not making fun of no one else. And I'm going to continue to be hard on myself. I'm not like dogging myself out, downplaying myself. Oh no, I think highly of myself. And I tell myself all the time, girl, I am so proud of you. And this weekend I was proud of myself. I really was. I have my granddaughter here and my grandkids. I'm going to tell you an example. And since they've been here, they done had cake, they done had ice cream. I'm just going to shoot the breeze and keep it real, okay? That don't tempt me. My daughter, my grandkids, my granddaughter, she can come in here from school and she don't even know what I'm talking about. But I could say, just off the top, right? I'm looking at y'all, okay? And she could walk in here, not me going to get her like I'm trying to like put something in here. Tell them about me and what I eat. Sometimes she said, Grandma, you ain't ate nothing. But I have to realize this is what I realize now. Missing meals is not good either. Because when a person is obese, morbid obese, or on a journey for weight loss, I'm talking about weight at this moment. I ain't talking about no addictions, because addictions is addictions. I don't care what it is. One is no worse than the other, because you can eat yourself to death, okay? So, just being honest. Gambling, you can kill yourself by being so like mentally into it, owing, and it could be an ugly thing. But I'm talking about food at this present moment. I have to stay focused. And I'm going to keep talking. For me, I want to reach that 40 to 50 pounds off. Because I said at first, 45 to 50, hell, just 40 to 50, okay? I have to go to the doctors. Not because I need to. I'm going because I like to get physicals, and you're not pushing no medicine up on me. Did I say that? Not to. I do mean that. I don't need no medicine. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is 2023. Oh, wow. 13 years ago. Ooh, this wasn't me. 13 years ago, I was oompa loompa fat, overweight, depressed, sad, lost, confused, and I wasn't myself. I want to just put all that in one ball. I'm so serious. I know I have to be accountable for my actions because a lot of it I put the food to my mouth, right? When I came to the state of Missouri in 1999, I was small as hell, okay? And healthy, by the way. Small and healthy. And I do not need to repeat it. This was in May of 1999, okay? I was single. I have 4 kids. Me and my kids' father, we co-parent. They was live with him. They live with me. He paid child support, and so did I. So I'm gonna push that aside. Yes. Why does this keep saying retreat? Okay, but anywho. And I was staying with my mom. You heard me, I say staying, right? When I got here, I got a job in 2 days. I saw a sign on the side of where the building was, the office or the place that was hiring. And they had it down in the ground, now hiring. And I went in there, filled out the application, got an interview the same day, and got hired the same day, and did the orientation that same day. And what it was is I was cleaning offices. And that's where, when I was in Ohio, I used that as a reference because I went to work every day but one day, and that was Martin Luther King's birthday. That's because I wanted to not work. I could have. I want to say not even a week after that, I had 2 jobs. Stay with me, okay? I end up working for the second job because of the pay and the hours, okay? And I could have probably kept the other one, but I didn't really want to, okay? I didn't have a car, but anywho, so I kept that job. It had benefits, credit union, pay was good. Pay was it bi-weekly, I think, but it was still good because it was me, but I was staying with my mom and I was helping her out. I wasn't loafing around. My mom loved me, okay? At that moment, yes, she was a good mother. And I think she loved that because she had one of her kids back at home. So I pushed that aside. And I can remember one time it was about to rain. Sometimes she would take me to work, but just because I stayed with my mom, I didn't have her take me to work. I'm a very headstrong, independent person. Yes, do I cry? Yes, do I get heartbroken? Yes, do I fall weak? Yes, all of the things, okay? But when it's all said and done, I made a video and I said, who do you really have? Take the time to think about that. Who do you really have? I'm doing this talking now, but when I get off this live, I have my birds in there. My granddaughter's at school, and my daughter's down the way. That don't mean nobody will come to, to help me if I need it. I don't need no help, for real, for real. I was so small, healthy, single, and was turning heads. And I'm not bragging. And I felt as years went on, I said, what the hell was wrong with you? End up meeting somebody and talk about red flags. Shouldn't have. I'm being honest. I shouldn't have. That was a mistake from the door. And I say that for a reason, but I'm not going to get into all that. Sometimes love is blind. And sometimes it really ain't love. And it sure wasn't lust in my eyes. Okay? No. Mm-mm. How you gonna lust over something you already have? I'm not lusting over nobody. Okay? My kid's father was the love of my life. I didn't lust over him. I didn't have to anyways. He fell in love with me the first night he met me. True story, my truth. I was married twice, okay? For those of you saying, what the hell? Why isn't she with him? Well, first off, he's no longer living, okay? And I talk about that more and more every day. And I think the reason why I talk about it so much is because of the situations I'm going through, okay? And it's not me, okay? So I thought I seen somebody come past y'all. I ain't crazy. I got my window open. I seen it. It was somebody. I don't. Anyhow, I shouldn't have married that second man. My life was upside down. I started gaining weight. I remember when he told me, he said, "Ooh, you getting a little chunky, rosy." And we was going to all these restaurants. I'm so serious. It was just me and him at that time because my kid's father had them. Then I had them. Okay. We both raised our children that way. And when they was living with him, I paid child support. When they was staying with me, he paid me. Two of them graduate in the hometown where he was. Two graduate with me. Okay, so we did the co-parenting thing to the utmost. They was his children. I had no more rights to him than he did. We was both great parents, and we loved our kids. I had no right to take my kid's father from them, and vice versa. He didn't feel like he wanted to take them from me, so we came up on an agreement, and it worked for us. We did. We was the most amazing. I'm patting myself on this back. Co-parenting with our children. We didn't beef. We didn't argue. First off, we still loved each other, and I respected him, and he respected me, and we have respect for our children. Okay. And as I guess what I'm trying to say is, as I get older, I'm 57, by the way. I think back like I was young when I met him. I was 18. I got married when I was 19. I had a good life though, until we came back to the United States of America. We was in Germany for 4 years, and that's where my happiness was left at. Um, I had happiness with giving birth to children, of course, but I'm talking about family, love, completion, dedication, sincere togetherness. I couldn't ask for nothing more. I felt like I was on cloud nine being a military wife. I enjoyed being a military wife. Okay, the husband leaves. I was faithful, dedicated, loving, caring mom, wife. I ain't never had him come home and say, "Why the kids dirty?" Because they wasn't. Why am I? I have three at that time, and when I left, I was pregnant with my fourth. Went over there with two. Had a third when I lived there, and leaving, I had one in my belly, but she was barely in my belly because I just found out. I probably wasn't even probably a month or whatever, however. So I miss him. Um, I started gaining weight, and I want to say 4 years deep down into it, honey. Why did I not run? I'm gonna say this, and don't nobody have to believe me. I had gotten sick or found out that I had a real bad anxiety and panic attack, and this was in 2010. 2009, because I'm fast forwarding, okay? 2009, I had said to myself, I'm not going to be with him in 2010. 2000, for 5 years, maybe 6, I was fat, health problems. I looked at old. I see pictures of me then to where I look now. I looked at older then. I'm so serious. I don't care. I was dark. I'm bright now. I don't have on no makeup or anything, and just lipstick. I don't have no makeup. People think I do up in here, but my eye up here is just dark. No tint on my glasses. Okay. I ate for comfort. I ate and made me feel good. I remember one time, and I say this over and over. My son said to me, he said, "Why are you crying and eating, Mom?" And this is where it gets bad. My kids ain't never experienced no abuse with me and their dad. Just straight to the truth. But they did with me and my second husband. I shouldn't have never married him. I'm not bashing. I'm not putting no name on here. This is my story, my truth of why and how I ended up becoming obese. Okay. And this ain't no excuse. It's the truth. Okay. I didn't like myself. And I learned this as time went on. Like, probably 2017, 18, when I started admitting and being in my truth. I'm being honest. My mom always never worried about me. My dad either. But my mom used to say, "I don't have to worry about you." And she said, "I ain't used to you complaining," because I was sharing things with her. And that sticks in my head because she never had to. I'm so serious. She never had to. I have always been a responsible person. And I can remember as far back as 10 years old. I raised 3 of my siblings, not stay, live with me. Okay. And if any of them get on here, comment down below because it's the truth. Okay. And I have always had that mindset of wanting more, but just because you got money, for instance, that don't mean you have to spend. You have to save towards what you want to. That's what I was doing for my car, but that's a whole story in itself, okay? And that's one of the reasons why I said I kind of was like feeling some kind of way last week. So fast forward on that. I had that real bad anxiety attack in 2010. It was in January. And I'm about to share something with y'all. I don't care if nobody make fun. I was almost 400 pounds. Hmm. If I'm not mistaken, I was 365 that I can recall, but I'm pretty sure I done been bigger than that before because me and my daughter had started on this weight loss thing. She was going to Slim for Life. I didn't go, but I was mimicking what she was doing, and we was doing it together, supporting one another, and going to the gym, 24-hour fitness. I don't know what it's called now, but it ain't 24-hour fitness. We was going every day, sometimes twice a day. Okay, she was very supportive. I was supportive of her, and when I experienced that anxiety attack, have I ever had a heart attack? No. But oftentimes that's what causes it: stress, anxiety, you stressing your heart out and stuff like that, right? And sometimes people can have it so bad. I had one so bad, I thought that's what it was. And they did too, because they did an EKG. When they came in that room and gave me nitroglycerin underneath my, uh, I knew what that was. But oftentimes, some medicines treat other illnesses or conditions, right? And I was at the hospital, and the caseworker, social worker came in there to ask me, was I afraid, safe? because I was being abused in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Not physically, but in a sense, it was physical. See, this is the thing people don't realize. I was physically abusing myself. Did I say the truth? But I was mentally and emotionally abused by that person. I didn't care. It ain't like I wanted to die, but it could have happened because I was on oh gosh, so many different pills. My son, it kind of like a little inside thing. He said, "Ooh, you can." So I was on a CPAP machine. He said, "Ooh, you get some fire sleep." He was teasing me, but in a good way, not making fun of me. And I laughed because I knew what he was talking about. I know how my son is. But also, my kids wasn't really used to seeing me this way at all. I was letting myself down. I was letting them down. I didn't care. It took me, my youngest daughter, and her friend. And it's so funny, the 28th of May is my grandson, my oldest grandson, because I have 2 grandsons and 3 granddaughters. He's the second grandbaby. Birthday is May the 28th. Okay. It took us to go to his sister's wedding. And he cut the food. And when I said cut the food, I mean cut the food. Not getting into all the details. Coming back, he didn't want to turn on the AC. It was hot. Just a whole bunch of mental stuff. And my daughter was with me and her friend. So I said 2 daughters. So it was my responsibility. They was minors, okay? Even though my daughter had graduated high school, because she was 17, but her birthday was in August. She graduated in May because she was a senior. And so anyhow, I couldn't do it no more. That was really the straw that broke the camel's back. You taking us somewhere, and I'm not going to sit up and say, I don't care about me. Yes, I do. But you had my daughter with me and us and another child, and you act this way. And his sister, family, no, they wasn't faking. I know for a fact, but I'm not going to get into that. They chewed him out rawly and wasn't fake. We got back, and it was late, and we was hungry. He wanted some Church's chicken. Now, on the way going, we had Church's. Don't get me wrong, I like Church's. Oh, dang, I can't even talk right. That's probably why. Church's. Don't get me wrong, I like Church's chicken. I did at that time. I don't have to eat what you want to eat. And I'm that person. I can go through a lot, but I have a voice too. But I took and put up with so much. I mean, like, that's what makes it sickening and mental for you, because it's a sickening because you're sick allowing people to do you this way. That's why I said you got to be responsible, accountable, and not justified, and of what you allowed to happen to you too, right? He wanted Church's. I didn't. Taco Bell was next door. And I couldn't have walked because it was a wall and we had to drive around to it. He showed out so much, God be my witness, and I ain't lying, to where we was at the drive-through window ordering. He was, because I wasn't. He got mad because I wouldn't place an order. He got mad because I didn't want to eat. He got mad because I wanted Taco Bells, and I told him, I said, when you get finished doing what you're doing, placing your order, I'm not a controlling, bossy person, but I'm not a speak back to it. Y'all, I'm saying it lightly. And that's the old me, okay? You ain't gonna talk to me crazy. That's something I don't like to do. Ouch. I don't want to have anyone take me out of my character. I'm a sweetheart. He ate the food at that drive-through window so bad that the manager of the store, there was someone at the drive-through window, and he came to the drive-through window because maybe he heard it, or the girl or whoever was at that window said something to him. That man came to that drive-through window and held his head down like this, and he said, "Ma'am, are you okay?" Scout's honor. I was okay. Silence is key. Move in silence. He got me home, and I went in there and I snapped. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And he had something to say to me, and I kept telling him, and this is the truth, y'all. I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. Remove yourself from me. Stop talking to me. Get out of my way. My daughter witnessed this. My youngest. He didn't care my kids was in the picture. He didn't care. One time my mama and sisters was. And typically, who the hell do you know that show out in front of your family? Not theirs. And he tried to do that with me when he used to take me back and forth to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I stopped going with him because his family didn't put up with it. His nieces and them didn't put up with it. They told him about himself. And I'm not bragging or lying. So serious. He did that. He ended up leaving. And that was in May. Okay. Was it Memorial Day? Or the 4th of July, I want to say. My daughter went over to her auntie's house. She didn't stay too far to pop fireworks with her cousins and stuff. And I was at the house by myself because up and coming, he decided that someone called him and told him that they was inviting him to a barbecue. He didn't ask me this time, okay? And even if he had, I would have said, no, thank you. You could go and enjoy yourself, because I'm not that person. I'm not going to hound you. I'm not going to blow your phone up. I'm not going to go searching for you. I don't care. If a person leave out the door and say they're going to work, who am I to question them? You sure you're going to work? No, I didn't do that. I didn't do any of that. And even when I know or knew what he was doing, okay, he left. I didn't care. He came back and he would pick to leave again. As time went on, he had put on Facebook, because I had created a Facebook account in 2009, but I didn't start using it until 2010. I used to get on there and play all the games that they had on Facebook. Oh my goodness, I wish they would bring them back. But anywho, Fishville, Farmville, Cafe World, and all of the things, okay? And so he had put on his Facebook that he was single. Okay, mind you, me and him and my daughter and family members is on his Facebook. You know, I don't call them friends, whoever, whatever you want to call them. Because everybody that you got on Facebook, it's not your friends. It's just people want to be nosy, or you just add people on there. And then some of the people I have on mine is a lot of family. And then some people that I had on my Facebook, my old one, for a long time. I got this one guy that's on my Facebook. And he been my first Facebook friend since 2009. And he still is on my Facebook, cool than a fool. Respectful, because he's married. Okay. And I say that respectfully. He is. That's the type of person. I don't care. He'll speak. That's not flirting. But anywho, So I saw that single status came up, and I was like, hmm. So he came in the room. I said, oh, you single now? Any question that I may have asked, he came in there because he saw that I put open relationship. I did. That don't mean with no woman either. And this guy reached out to me and said, change that status. He said, because of the way it looked. I'm just being honest. Yes, he did. So I changed it to single. He didn't like that. No. No. I'm making all kinds of face gestures because I want to and I like to. He didn't like that. No. That's when you know a person has a problem. He left and came back. So this was around 4th of July, I want to say. And got his clothes. If it was the week of, or if what, it might have been the next day. I didn't say nothing. I did not move. I did not argue. I'm not no pulling no leg type of person, crying and jumping up and down. I didn't at all. He called me on the phone. He always did this. And said, I'm coming back to the house and I need to get something. He didn't want to come back to get nothing. He wanted to come back to see how I would react, so I wouldn't let him in. I went in my daughter's room and sat down on her floor. And the reason why I did that is because I wasn't afraid of him. Oh, hell no. I wanted her to see. And she already seen and heard and seen. That literally I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't texting him. I wasn't aggravating. I didn't let him in. He called the cops. By this time, my son, my other daughter, his girlfriend, and God knows, I don't know whoever else, but I think it was like 5 more people came back. It was just me and my baby girl at first. And by that time, the cops came. Like, literally, they got there and the cops came like maybe within the 5-minute time span or whatever. And I was in my room with the door closed. I had a 55-inch TV. I had a refrigerator in there. At the time, I had a lot of people stay with me. They wasn't a problem. Okay? 9 people in the house, and the only person was the problem was him. I so mean it. My kids never disrespected that man. They could have. They had the most up respect for them. And I'm going to continue to say that. And no one going to tell me otherwise that I can't. They called him Mr. Okay? Until one day, I'm going to tell you the truth, because my daughter was grown then. He called me the B word in front of my daughter. And I told my daughter, I said, you no longer have to have respect for him. She was grown then, because they was calling him Mr. And you said that in front of my baby. When that cops came, they asked for the woman of the house or the person of the house or where I was, okay? We had 2 vehicles. We had a Jeep Cherokee and we had a van, okay? We always had anywhere from 2 to 3 vehicles because he was a mechanic and he knew how to fix little small things and big things too. Transmission, motors, motorcycles, riding motorcycles, trimmers, etc. Okay. They came in the house. It was a Caucasian African American cop. I stood in the hallway and he asked me these words. Which vehicle have you been driving? And I said these words to him. I said, well, I've been driving the Jeep Cherokee and the van's mine. I didn't have no problem with him driving mine, and he had no problem with me driving his. Straight true. But mine had like beat system in it because he was always putting detailing and putting speakers and systems and beats and tires and all this different stuff on the vehicle, which was a good thing. He had took all his clothes out. Like I said, he had left and wanted to come back and had them in the back of the van. Okay. The only thing he needed to come back for real to get is tools and things like that. The cop went out there, the police officer that is, and said, "Sir, you got your stuff in this van, and she's been driving this. Could you please leave?" Let me show you how much he shows out. Oh, he was something. He took all his clothes out of that van and threw it up in the air in front of the front yard. And where I lived at was a main street. There was 3 houses on that side, and on the opposite side, not the opposite side, the other side, there was just a big field. Used to be a stream, like water and bushes. So it was like 3 houses, and there wasn't a house on the other side of me. Nice street, because I used to sell stuff. I used to have yard sale galore. Okay. Busy, but nice. But really not that busy. He left. And my daughter, my 3rd child, went out there and got all his clothes that he threw up in the air, in the ground, the grass or whatever. And she brought them in the house and put them in a recliner chair in front of the door, facing the door, I should say. And it started raining. And I say this, I said, see, that shows you what type of children I had. My daughter didn't have to go out there and get that man's stuff. She did. Yes, she did. Yes. And the rain was about to come. He called me and threatened me. And I got an expectate or restraining order, order of protection, however you want to call it. Some people get them and they break them. But oftentimes, if you break them, you can be in trouble just as well as the person that you're getting it for or on. When I went to get mine, they didn't have no problem giving it to me, even though you got to go to court. I didn't have no, because they seen in the system that the police officers had came, because by me asking my address and stuff like that, my name and stuff like that, came that same. It was that weekend, and I went that Monday, I think it was. He threatened me. So I had to go to court. He didn't show up the first time. So we had to come back again. He came in there dressed in the suit like he was his own lawyer, representing himself. And I ain't trying to be funny when I say that. Y'all can laugh if you want to because it's funny. They called us both up there, and the judge talked, spoke to both of us, but him first. I didn't interrupt. I didn't say nothing. I don't watch so much court TV. I didn't even give the judge any kind of reason to get smart with me, flip it or nothing, because I had my lips zipped. Okay. Never been through nothing like this before. So, my shirt look like my back, like I'm a hunchback and stuff, y'all. But anywho, he came to me. Because, like I said, you got to go to court so they can, I guess, put the stamp on it for the restraining order, I guess. I guess that's what it was. And I had a bag of his belongings in it. And what I had in it, I said it like this. I had my daughter, or asked my daughter, because I didn't have her do nothing. I asked her, could she, the one that he said, call me B in front of this table. Okay. So, okay, now this is better now because I had to kind of going kind of crazy. Her and her husband now, at the time they wasn't married. I gave her some money so she could go to public storage to get a storage unit, and they had took all of his tools, every last one of them, out of our basement and put it in the back of the Jeep Cherokee. Was it a Ford Explorer? I think it was Jeep. Ford Explorer. One of the two. They put everything in there. So when I went to court, as I was saying, I had the receipts and all that stuff. You know what that judge said? Y'all, I'm being honest, okay? Let me get it together here. I'm turning myself around. I want y'all to see this and hear me clearly. He said, "You have what?" I said, I have some things here I would like to have you give to him or however. And he said, "What is it, ma'am?" I said, "I had my daughter." Told him the whole thing about the public storage. He said, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "Sir, I don't watch so much court TV." And I said, "I'm not going to destroy nobody's stuff, even if I had none. It wasn't mine. I'm not no messy, Bessie, bitter person." I showed the bailiff or whoever came and took it up there, and he said, "What are you doing this Saturday?" And I said, "To my knowledge, no plans." He said, "I tell you what, I want you to go to the storage area and be there." Was it 11 o'clock or 1? I used to know it by hand. Old age, probably. I think it was 11. And he said these words. Now, this I remember. "If he's a minute past 11, leave." Me, my daughter, her husband, my baby was sitting at the gas station, and we seen the police because it was supposed to be like a security thing. The police went down. Once they went down, we went down. Because he would have lied and said we was trying to do something to him. I'm just saying, y'all. So my daughter, her husband, my baby girl went inside, so they can give the stuff to whoever, police, to hand to them, however, or the people in the places. I heard his voice. And something came over me, and I started shaking and crying. I'm so serious. His voice, just hearing his voice. And I was so glad. Maybe I was glad to leave. I was so relieved and glad that chapter of my life was over with. And after that, I want to say 2 months later, yeah, because we had, so September, October of that year, I moved to start over, me, my oldest daughter, and my baby girl and her husband. And when I tell you, and we had a dog, when I tell you my babies supported me, and I left. I ain't take no bed that I laid in with him or nothing. I didn't want that. I had a lot of stuff. I gave some to family, threw some away, sold some. I did what I could do up until the move. And the lady that lived next to us, she had been in her home for a while, and she had got one of those big dumpster things that you get like at the trash site, because she was moving and she had so much stuff. She let me put stuff in there too, and her thing. Didn't have to pay her nothing. And moved. Man, when I tell you, I should have stayed single. That's where this weight came at. Stress, confusion, depression. And I've been down that road. And I'm saying all this to say, I'm not trying to go there no more. I'd rather be single. I am single. And I'm going to continue to be single. I ain't asked God to bring no man my way. The ones that I try to get with, full of beans. And I don't have time for that. I'm staying focused. I ain't got time for nobody to make it narcissistic. I ain't got time for nobody to say that it's me, or yeah, or I ain't did nothing to you. Because first off, I'm not your kid. Second off, I don't know if you think that you're pushing me over. I'm not with nothing that hurt me. I recently, uh, I guess you could say, try to reconnect with somebody I was with. That was a damn mistake. I'm saying is keep those doors closed. Don't open them up no more. You don't have to hate the person. You can just patch it up and say, you know what? You go your way, I go my way. It didn't work out. But I tell you this, don't sit up there and tell me um, why you worried about being in a relationship, or you by yourself and don't worry, and then you sit up there just doing whatever you want to do with the next person with your lying self. I'm just saying that. So I say all that to say this is my journey, this is my truth, this is my life. I'm gonna keep going. I don't want to be obese, I don't want to be fat. I'm gonna keep talking about it and keep talking about it until I get down to the size I want to be. I'm a tall woman, and my size that I would like to be for my height is 230 to 235. Okay. And I have anywhere, so I'm kind of telling you my weight. If you pay attention to what I said earlier, that'll let you know pretty much where I'm at. One would probably say no. I wear big clothes. Okay. So if you see me, you be like, ooh, Sheena, yeah, I lost a lot of weight. Okay. I see it right now when I talk on these live. I can see this, and then I got some before pictures. Ooh, low. Journal. So on this day, which is Monday, I juice. I share some life stories. That's why I said vegan lifestyle, Mona's vegan lifestyle, because it's about my journey, my life, what I've been through, and I'm not going to go through no more. I'm taking control of my power, and this is starting. Okay? If I say no, no is going to be no. If I got it, it don't mean I have to give it. If I said I'm not going to give, that's what I mean. Because oftentimes I cut myself short. I should have been had a damn vehicle. Yeah. Mm. And also it's because I want what I want. But this go around, I might need a bucket. I don't want nothing that's gonna break down in a day or a week or a month. No. My dad's gonna look out for me once that day comes. So that's why I've been taking my time, and I wanted to have a certain amount of money. But in the meantime, in between time, I went on and got me my tables and my bed. I want to have something to see. I don't want to keep sitting around and not seeing the fruits of my labors. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, you're a jewel. Keep being one. Shine bright like a diamond. Be you, for you, do you. Or be you, do you, for you, and love you. However way. Those are my words. I have it on a shirt. Helping what I have on my shirt. Healing me is helping me. I have that. I have a shirt that I had put those words on. Healing me is helping me. And it has fingers on like this. So have a wonderful day. You are a blessing. And don't let nobody steal your joy. Mm-mm.